Hi, I'm Becca and I'm addicted to media. This is going to be my March 2016 TBR. I didn't finish everything that I was planning on finishing last month, and I do have 2 books that I'm currently in the middle of. Well, actually, my Goodreads says 5 books, but like there's 2 books that I'm reading right now. So first, my plan is to finish those books, and those are Passenger by Alexandra Brecken. I'm at 69% in my Kindle on that one, and I'm really enjoying it. And I put it down because I was planning on reading this with one of my friends, Buddy Read This, and she unfortunately isn't able to read it right now. So I kind of put it aside, hoping that maybe she would be able to catch up, and that's not going to happen. So she gave me the go-ahead to just go on and finish it, and then we talk about it after she finishes it. So I'm going to finish this ASAP. Let's count how many times I just said finish, because that was a lot. The second book that I'm currently in the middle of and I'm planning on reading this month is The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. Now this one I'm about 33% in, I guess. I'm on page 187, and I'm really enjoying this a lot more than I thought I was. I'm not generally the kind of person who reads a lot of historical fiction, but this is really fascinating. All I really want to tell you guys is that it is told from the perspective of death, and I know almost everybody has read this ever, and I'm really late to the game. I think I'm going to read more historical fiction after this. Well, not immediately after this, but in the future. It's definitely made me think that I should be reading more historical fiction, because this is really interesting and I'm liking it a lot. Probably the first book that I'm planning on reading after finishing those 2 books is A Gathering of Shadows by B.E. Schwab. I got this the day that it was released, and unfortunately I was in the middle of those 2 books and I haven't read any more of those 2 because I proceeded to play a bunch more of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. Or, I think I added more words into the title of that game, but that's what I did, so that's where we are right now. I haven't gotten to this yet, and I really want to. I almost just started a 3rd book to be in the middle of because I wanted to read this so bad, but I just know myself, and I know that one of those other books just won't get finished, and one of them is a library book and I should turn it in soon. So here we are. I would consider this high fantasy. It has a pretty in-depth magic system, but basically what I would leave you with is there's a really cool protagonist called Kel and another really cool protagonist called Lila Bard, and together they shenanigan in different Londons, and it's very, very cool. And where we left off in the last book has me really, really, really excited to start this one. The next book that I would like to get to this month is not the book that I'm holding, but the second one, and that is Invasion of the Tearling. I think I mentioned that I was going to read this a couple months ago because I thought that I was going to order the second one online, and I didn't. But I now know that that is currently on its way to my house in the mail, so hopefully I will be able to get to it. I really love this one, and I just know that I'm going to love the second one, so I'm hoping that I will be able to get to that soon. But I have a long list of books in front of it, so maybe not. But hopefully this will happen. Otherwise you will see it again probably the next month and the next month until I do get to it in my TBR. The last book/books that I am hopefully going to get to this month, but probably not because we know my track record at this point, is the All the Wrong Questions series by Lemony Snicket. I have the box set. I got this in December, I believe, as a Christmas present from my boyfriend, and I really, really want to read this. I didn't even know this existed until sometime last year, before December, but sometime last year. I was not aware that David Handler, under his pen name Lemony Snicket, wrote anything else under that name. So this was really exciting to hear because I loved A Series of Unfortunate Events. I love mysteries, and I just really like the art style, to be honest, of these books. They are beautiful, and they actually kind of remind me of this game that I was playing on my computer called Detective Grimoire. So like, if you've read this and you've played that game, can you let me know in the comments down below, because for some reason those two are connected in my head. Like, the artwork isn't that similar or anything, but for some reason I can't stop thinking about them as similar. So if you read these and played that game, let me know, because like, just tell me that I'm crazy, because like, for some reason I feel like they're so similar in my head. They're like linked. By the way, that game is super amazing. You should definitely play it. Get the one that's on Steam. It's called Detective Grimoire, The Secret of the Swamp, or something like that. It has like the word swamp in it. And the art and the music for it is fantastic. And I really hope that they make another one, because it is so good. I just listen to the original soundtrack all the time because it's so like eerie and light, and it's just very cool. So that is all the books that I'm planning on reading in the month of March this year. And yeah, if you're planning on reading any of these or you've read them, let me know, so maybe it'll motivate me to get to them sooner. Just let me know in the comments what you thought of these books if you've read them, or pile on the hype some more. We'll see how it goes. Also, let me know what you're planning on reading this month, and I hope you're having a really great day. Bye! Really quick, I'm gonna ramble about the Detective Grimoire series a little bit more. Okay, so the premise of the series is basically he's a detective and he's investigating a murder in a swamp that surrounds this mythical creature. Like, if you ever watched Kim Possible and they have that like swamp camp Wannaweep, I believe, and Gil is like the swamp creature. The swamp creature's like that, and there's like a little museum that you go in and you investigate, and it has like all this history of the swamp creature, and there's a crazy lady that lives in a tree house, and she's like nuts, but I love it, and it has this really unique art style, and the voice acting is really funny too, and the plot is just ridiculous. And I think you might be noticing a trend here that I just like to play ridiculous games, with ridiculous characters and ridiculous storyline. I don't know. Maybe that's what's going on. So yeah, go play it, please. Okay, bye. I keep like shining the light, and I'm really sorry about that. March? Oh god, it's March. Sorry. Ooh. Zuzak? How do you say your name? Yeah. Okay. We're gonna try that again.